Since the transfer portal was created in 2018, it has completely taken over college athletics at all levels, including at the University of Virginia. Overall, the transfer portal is an online database that's available to all colleges that student athletes can use to talk to coaches and find a new home after deciding to transfer from a university. The transfer portal was created with the purpose of benefiting student athletes because it was seemingly difficult for student athletes to find a new home before the portal. However, now the transfer portal has given student athletes the ability to get more exposure from other schools and has benefited many colleges in all sports such as UVA. We spoke to Griffin Kology, a second-year men's lacrosse transfer from the University of Richmond, about how he was able to use the transfer portal to end up at UVA.
After the season ended at Richmond, I thought a lot during the summer, and then I decided to put myself in the portal. So I reached out to all my teammates, reached out to my coaches. Obviously, I had calls with them, and then I put myself in the portal, and coaches started reaching out kind of right away, and I took some visits. I tried to take a fair amount of time, but I also wanted to move quick, kind of just to get it all done with. And yeah, I took my visits and landed on UVA. UVA was a spot.
Griffin also talked about what made UVA so attractive to him and how UVA stood out from other schools that he was looking at after transferring from Richmond.
My brother played here, so that was obviously a big part of it. But I don't know, just when I took my visit here, it was just really nice, and I knew about the business school and how great the academics were here, and just the weather, and obviously the lacrosse team has won 2 national championships in the last, 5 years? So yeah, it was kind of, how could I say no?
Despite the benefits of the transfer portal, there are certainly negative aspects of the portal as well. While the transfer portal definitely does benefit student athletes, not every student athlete is able to find a new home because so many student athletes decide to transfer and enter the portal. Another problem is that the NCAA has recently adopted a rule that allows student athletes the ability to transfer with immediate eligibility for all sports for the first time that student athletes transfer from a university. This rule has impacted many programs and has made it difficult for schools to retain student athletes of all sports. As a result, college athletic programs have had more roster turnover than ever before. We spoke to UVA men's lacrosse coach Lars Tiffany about how the portal has affected the UVA men's lacrosse program.
I will admit, I don't know Dabo Sweeney. I know of Dabo Sweeney like a lot of us do, but I've been emulating him for the first couple of years because I know he has put his stance has been, we're not going to the transfer portal. We're going to build from within. We're going to bring our own recruits into the Clemson football locker room and develop you into being great football players. We're going to make great football teams with those men. I have this same attitude, but I will admit, sitting here today in the summer of 2022, I think we need to dip into the transfer portal a bit more.
Coach Tiffany also talked about how other college programs have been recently able to significantly improve their rosters with the help of the transfer portal, and how he plans to use that to his advantage in the future.
What we witnessed this past spring with the University of Maryland winning the national championship and another Big Ten, Rutgers, achieving success at a different level than we've been able to achieve without the transfer portal. And what I mean by that is Maryland's team this year was so strong, and they had supplemented a really good team with 3 or 4 really talented transfers. While we've been not dipping our toes too much into the transfer portal, we took Charlie Bertrand for the 2021 season. We had Evan Zinn this past year, Thomas McConvey, and Griffin Kology are coming. So we've taken 4 now over 3 years. So we've done a little bit. But I'm starting to witness that maybe you can get to this height with our old model, but our competition is raising the bar to this height because they're doing a great job recruiting on the front end and bringing in elite 22-year-olds who have an extra year of eligibility. I'm starting to understand and accept that I'm going to have to do the transfer portal more so.
While the transfer portal does have many positives and negatives, it has played a big role in helping UVA win national championships in several sports over the past couple of years. From Braxton Key to Charlie Bertrand to Sam Hauser, the transfer portal has had a mostly positive impact so far on UVA athletics and will hopefully continue to help UVA win national championships in all sports. I'm Duncan McGrath, WVA.